Hi, my name is Darren, and this is HCJ.tax, and we're a team that seeks to demystify that sometimes confusing world of international tax. And today we again have the honor and privilege of having a conversation with the one and the only Mark Morris. Mark, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm an expert in automatic exchange of information and exchange on demand, and I've been consulting for the OECD and the EU Commission and the EU Parliament since the days of the EU Savings Tax Directive in 2002. And I've done nothing else for 25 years but focus on exchange of information. And I give seminars and websites, etc.
Okay. So the first question so today we're talking about the crypto asset reporting framework. What exactly is CARF?
Okay, now CARF is the automatic exchange of information on crypto. CARF stands on the shoulders of CRS, which in turn stands on the shoulders of the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, FATCA. So FATCA pioneered the strategy for cross-border disclosure of asset holdings. The FATCA statute and the Treasury regulations identified non-U.S. banks and other non-U.S. financial entities needed to enforce the regime and conscripted them to serve as IRS deputies. The stick for this extraterritorial deputization was an effective bar via a 30% withholding penalty on access to the U.S. capital markets for a financial entity and all its clients for any firms unwilling to do the IRS bidding. The FATCA intergovernmental agreements provided the blueprint for more universal FATCA, such as Common Reporting Standard. The European governments entered into agreements with the United States to codify FATCA requirements into their own domestic laws in exchange for an agreement that the United States would support a global version of FATCA. But this was a lie. They never went ahead. They used it as a carrot, but really in the end, they only used the stick, the 30% withholding. So crypto asset reporting framework, which the US hasn't implemented, they've got their own internal domestic reporting, but it's definitely not international. So it's a set of rules and guidelines designed to facilitate transparent, consistent, and secure reporting of transactions, not of asset holdings, but of transactions involving crypto assets.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. So, Mark, if anyone wants to reach you and contact you to find out more about these tax planning and structures, what's the best way to do so?
Well, it's easy to just Google Mark Morris CRS or Mark Morris Automatic Exchange, but my website is www.co-ownershiptrust.com. The co-owner has got a dash, a hyphen.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
But it's easy to find me just Googling me, Mark Morris OECD, Mark Morris. I've got articles on The Economist, and it's easy to find me.
Fantastic. Thank you.